The first sign that something was wrong was small, too small to call a crisis, too easy to ignore. Andrei came in for his shift, nodded at Lana, tied the badge around his neck, and went straight to the back to check inventory. The manager had been pushing them hard all week: new shipment, promotions, convert, instead of help. That morning, the store felt tense in a way Andrei recognized. Not busy tension, not customer tension, internal. Lena's jokes were quieter. The manager's greetings were shorter. Even the air felt more measured, like everyone was waiting for something to be confirmed. Andrei opened the cabinet where expensive accessories were kept: wireless earbuds, chargers, cases that cost too much for what they were. He counted once, twice. Then he counted again, slower. One item was missing. He stared at the empty slot as if the plastic shelf might explain itself. He checked the label: premium earbuds. Not the most expensive thing in the store, but expensive enough to matter, and expensive enough to attract certain kinds of people. Andrei went to Lena. "Did we sell one of these yesterday?" he asked quietly. Lena frowned. "Not that I know," she said. "Why, one's missing." Lena's expression shifted, annoyance, then worry. "Maybe it's in the wrong drawer," she said too quickly. Andrei didn't argue. He went back and checked everything. Wrong drawers, wrong boxes. Returned items, nothing. He walked to the manager's office and knocked. The manager looked up from his computer, eyes already tired. "What?" he asked. Andrei held up the inventory sheet. "One premium earbuds unit is missing," he said calmly. "I checked twice." The manager stared at the sheet, then at Andrei. "Are you accusing someone?" he asked. Andrei's throat tightened. "No," he said, "I'm reporting." The manager leaned back. "Who was on shift yesterday?" he asked. Andrei thought. "Me, Lena, and Dima in the back for half the day." The manager's jaw tightened slightly at the name. "Dima left early," he said. "Said he had family stuff." Andrei didn't react. He just absorbed. The manager nodded once, like he'd already expected this. "Okay," he said. "We'll check cameras." He paused. Andrei, his tone changed slightly, not softer, but heavier. "If this becomes a pattern, it becomes my problem. And if it becomes my problem, it becomes your problem too. Understand?" Andrei nodded. "I understand." He stepped out of the office and felt Lena watching him. "You told him?" she asked quietly. "It's his store," Andrei replied. Lena's mouth tightened. "You're too straight," she said. "You know that." Andrei didn't reply. He was tired of hearing that, like it was an insult. The day moved on, but the missing item sat in Andrei's chest like a stone. It wasn't about earbuds. It was about what it represented. A crack in the clean life he'd been building with both hands. By noon, the manager called them all into the back room. Even Dima was there, surprisingly calm, chewing gum, as if nothing mattered. The manager stood with his arms crossed. "One premium unit is missing," he said. "We're checking footage." Dima shrugged. "So check," he said. The manager's eyes narrowed. "We will," he replied. "Until then, nobody leaves the building without permission. Nobody." Dima rolled his eyes. "Bro, don't treat us like criminals." The manager's voice stayed flat. "Then don't give me reasons." Andrei kept his face neutral, but his stomach tightened. He didn't like rooms like this. Rooms where suspicion crawled over people and turned them into strangers. The cameras didn't answer quickly. They rarely did when you needed them to. The manager returned an hour later, face darker. "The angle over the cabinet is blocked," he said. Dina blinked. "Blocked how?" The manager held up his phone with a paused frame. The cabinet area was visible except for 1 hour yesterday when the image glitched into static. Exactly 1 hour. Andrei felt a cold wave wash through him. "That's convenient," Lena whispered. Dima laughed. "Cameras glitch," he said casually. "It happens." The manager looked at him. "It happens," the manager repeated. "When someone makes it happen." Dima's smile flickered for a second. Then he shrugged again. "So what now?" he asked. The manager inhaled slowly. "Now I file a report with corporate," he said. "And until then, we tighten up, no exceptions." Dima muttered something under his breath and walked out. Lena leaned toward Andrei. "You just made this place ugly," she whispered. Andrei stared at her. It was ugly already, he said quietly. I just stopped pretending. Max was on his break when Andrei called. Max answered immediately, like he'd been waiting. Yo, Max said. What's up? Andrei hesitated. You got a minute? He asked. Max's tone shifted. Yeah, he said. What happened? Andrei explained quickly. Missing item, blocked camera tension. Max was silent for a moment. Then he said, something Andrei didn't expect. Be careful, Max said. Andrei frowned. Of what? Of being the honest guy, Max replied. People don't hate liars, they hate reminders. Andrei felt a bitter smile touch his mouth. Look at you, he said. Shh. Max snorted. I'm tired, he said. Tired makes you think. Andrei's voice went low. You still okay? A pause. Max hailed. Yeah, he said. Still clean, still broke, still trying. Andrei felt something warm and heavy in his chest. Good, he said. Max hesitated. Andrei, he said quietly, if you get blamed for this, don't panic, don't do something stupid to fix it fast. Andrei closed his eyes briefly. I won't, he said, but he didn't know if that was true yet. The real hit came at closing. The manager called Andrei into the office again, this time with corporate on speakerphone. The voice on the line was polite and cold. We have reviewed preliminary information. The voice said, we need statements from staff, especially those who had access. Andrei sat down, hands on his knees. The manager looked at him with something close to regret. They want your statement first, the manager said. Andrei nodded once. He told the truth, exactly, calmly, no emotions. When he finished, there was a pause on the line. Andrei Seriofich, the corporate voice said, we also received a note that you are currently under probationary legal supervision. Is that correct? Andrei's throat tightened. Yes, he said. The manager's face stiffened. Corporate continued smoothly. Given the circumstances, we will temporarily restrict your access to inventory and cash handling until this is resolved. Andrei blinked. That's a demotion, he said quietly. It's a precaution, the voice replied. Standard protocol. Andrei looked at the manager. The manager's jaw worked as if he wanted to argue but couldn't. It's not personal, the manager said, not meeting Andrei's eyes. Andrei felt something in him twist, not anger, humiliation, because he had been clean. He had been careful. He had done everything right, and the world still leaned toward suspicion. Okay, Andrei said, voice controlled. What do I do? The corporate voice replied like a machine. Continue your duties under supervision. Provide any additional information. Avoid contact with any suspected persons. Andrei almost laughed. Avoid contact with whom? His co-workers. His friends, his life. The call ended. The manager sat back and rubbed his face. I'm sorry, he said quietly. Andrei stared at him. Sorry doesn't change what they think, Andrei replied. The manager nodded. I know, he said, but I need you to not take this personally. Andrei's eyes hardened. I can't afford to, he said, but I feel it anyway. The manager sighed. Go home, he said. We'll deal with it. Andrei left the office and found Lena waiting near the counter. They did it, didn't they? She asked. Andrei nodded. No cash, he said. No inventory. Lena's face softened, just slightly. That's messed up, she said. Andrei shrugged. That's life. Lena leaned closer. You want my advice? She asked quietly. Andrei looked at her. She hesitated, then said, Don't be alone tonight. Andrei didn't answer immediately, because being alone was his default, but he understood what she meant. Tonight was the kind of night where people do stupid things to feel power again. He left the store, the city already dark, the air sharp. His phone buzzed. A reply from her. I saw your message. I'm sorry. I've been managing things. Are you okay? Andrei stared at it. He wanted to write, number star. He wanted to write, I need you. He wanted to write, please come back. Instead, his fingers typed something simpler. I got flagged at work today, not fired. Just watched. I'm trying not to spiral. 3 dots appeared. Then, do you want to talk? Andrei felt his chest tighten. Talking could help. Talking could also make him weak. And weakness around people like her father was dangerous, but hiding was worse. Yes, he typed, not at your place, somewhere neutral. Okay, she replied. I'll send an address. Andrei put the phone away and started walking. Halfway home, another buzz, a call. Siri, Andrei answered immediately. Where have you been? Andrei asked, not angry, just tight. Siri's voice was low. I'm okay, Siri said. That's not an answer, Andrei replied. A pause. Siri exhaled. I needed to close something, Siri said. Andrei asked. Another pause. Not fully, Siri admitted. Andrei's stomach dropped. Siri, he said quietly, don't do this, not now. I'm already, I know. Siri cut in. That's why I'm calling. Andrei swallowed. What do you lead? Siri's voice was rough. Just don't let Max slip, he said. He's trying, but he's shaky. Andrei closed his eyes. And you? He asked. Siri didn't answer for a second. Then, I'm trying too, Siri said. But I'm closer to the edge than I want to admit. Andrei breathed out slowly. Come meet me, he said. Siri hesitated. Where? Andrei looked at the dark street ahead. Anywhere that doesn't feel like the past, Andrei said. Because I can't fight 2 wars tonight. Siri was silent. Then, okay, he said, send location. Andrei hung up and stood still for a moment, feeling the weight settle, work suspicion, money gaps, friends near relapse, a girl from another world asking to talk. This was the fall, not one dramatic crash, a series of pressures tightening around the same point, his chest until something had to give. Andrei started walking again, faster now, as if speed could outrun the spiral. He wasn't sure what he was doing tonight, saving Siri, keeping Max clean, talking to her, holding himself together. Maybe all of it, maybe none, but he knew one thing. If he was going to fall, he would fall awake, not drunk, not angry, not pretending, awake.